Hello, so welcome to this video. And over here, we are learning, as you already know, because if you are at this video, you must have covered a lot of topics in our advanced SEO course. In this video, we are going to talk about which is a very important aspect, which is a very important part of SEO, right? So we have till now discussed about a lot of things, a lot of factors on which your SEO will depend. On-page SEO, uh, overview of off-page SEO, technical SEO, how to write content, content research, all these things we have already discussed. In this video, we are going to talk about link building, how you're going to build links to your website, how you're going to build links to your blog, to your landing pages, to the content that you are writing so that you can rank it. And because see, link building is like getting votes. So let's say you are a candidate and uh, you want to stand in some election, okay? So if you are good, if you are like well respected, everything matters. But at the end of the day, if you don't have votes, you are not going to win, right? So this is a thing in SEO also. Links means vote. So if your link is there, somebody is giving you a backlink, somebody is giving you a do follow link, it means that you are getting a vote from this guy. That this guy, the link I'm backlink I'm giving to this guy, or I'm mentioning this guy on my website. That means I recommend this person. And it's in our democracy, like India, whether you are a politician, whether you are Mukesh Ambani, whether you are Ajay Singh Shekhawat, whether you are an intern, whether you are a CEO, it doesn't matter because everyone has the same authority, everyone has the same power of their vote. If I'm giving one vote, the uh, the vote which I'm giving and the vote which Anil Ambani is giving has the same value. But in SEO, it's not like this. If somebody, let's say Times of India is mentioning you and they are providing a link of your site on their website, then uh, it has more authority than, let's say, some local website or local blog is giving you a backlink. If your story, which is the most popular this startup, what you can say, I don't know what it is, but it's a company or you can say a blog. They also organize events also. So you can say startup reporter. They report the things which are happening in the startup world. Okay. So if they are mentioning, obviously they have a lot of authority in the startup world. So if they are giving you a backlink, obviously the authority will be more. The same thing if a local blogger, a local person who just started their website, if they are giving you a backlink, the authority will be less. If somebody is there in the market, they have a website from, let's say, last 15 years, and if they are continuously working on their SEO, they are continuously trying to build the authority on the internet, getting a backlink from these person will have more authority, more value. So you need to keep this in mind when you are trying to rank in SEO. So let's dive into our slides, and over there I will explain every single thing, how you are going to make the backlinks, how you are going to do link building for your website. So here's my screen. So the topic that we are going to cover is link building and authority establishing authority. Okay. Our last video was like around 2 hours again. I thought that video is going to be short, but at the end I have shown you every single step because I thought that I'm explaining you all the uh, all the parts of SEO differently, right? Because each has their own different section, but they are not combined. So in the previous video where we have talked about keyword research and content writing, I have combined all this part which is necessary on your on page SEO, and I think it's that video is really helpful for you in your SEO journey. So see, there are two kinds of links that you can uh, find on internet. One is inbound link. So the link you are getting from some website on the internet to your website. That means somebody is mentioning your website on their website. Let's say my website is invincibleline.net, NET, okay? And I'm getting a backlink from your story. That is an inbound link that is coming from your story to me. But let's say I'm mentioning your story. Let's say your story is, uh, for assume your story is my client. So if I'm mentioning that, okay, these are my clients and I have mentioned your story, the link which I am giving, that is an outbound link that is going outside of my website to somebody. Okay. So whichever clients I have mentioned them on my website. So that means all these people, my clients, they're getting a link from me. That is an outbound link for me. I'm giving a link to them. And that is an inbound link for them, those people, because they are getting a link from me, right? So you need to keep this in mind. This is very simple. It's not very complicated rocket science. And if it is, if you think it is a rocket science, just let me know. Internal links. We have already talked about this on our on-page SEO thing. Okay, so whichever link is there on your website, if it is not from a subdomain, because that uh, the search engine will consider as an outbound link. It's not going to be internal link, right? So whichever there on your domain name, whichever link or your subdirectories, and if you are mentioning some page on some other page, it's going to be internal link. And internal links are really helpful in ranking your website because it will make the discovery of your content better. Because see, this is how Google likes it when you are networking with people, when you are telling, when you are recommending, all this thing Google actually likes. So this is how society forms. This is how ecosystem forms. So Google is trying, Google or any other search, and they are trying to form an ecosystem, right? So if you are contributing to this ecosystem of giving links, getting links, then obviously it's definitely going to help you. So internal links now, see, whatever links you are getting from any other person, referrals from other, that is a good sign of authority. So that will add up to your authority. Let's say you got a link from all your clients, and if they have, let's say you are working for companies which are already there in the market for 20 years, but they are not working on their digital marketing now because this is digital world. And these people are still not working on their digital marketing. Just now, they just started working on digital marketing and they are giving you links. If the website is there from the long time and they must have got some in their initial time, they must have got some PR for their website, some mentions on top news websites. So they must have some authority for their website. So now, if you're getting a link from these people, obviously, if their domain authority is more, if the trust is more in the market, it will improve your domain authority. So whatever links you are getting, and if it is a follow link, so there are two, you can like divide all the links that you are getting into major categories. One is follow, one is no follow. If somebody is mentioning in their link that no follow and they are mentioning the link, then the thing is that Google will understand that, okay, they have mentioned this person, but you should not, the search engine should not give any authority or should not pass any authority from this page to this page. Why? Because the person already mentioned that it as a no follow. I will give you an example where you will find no follow links. So all the social media platforms, right? Be it Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. All these platforms will give, whenever you are putting a link on their social media platform, they will give you a no follow for that link. Why? Because they are not recommending you. They are not putting your link on their website. You are yourself putting. So it's a user generated content that you're putting over there. If you're creating your profile, that is also, you can mention one link over there, right? So that is also a no follow link. So that you need to keep in mind that also you have to give links, follow links to only those person who you recommend over the internet, their clients. If you recommend somebody on the internet, even though you didn't meet him, you can give him a follow link, right? But Let's say you don't know about this person. You're not sure whether I should pass my authority to this person or not. Then you have to give no follow. I will show you the codes for all this follow no follow links. But I think you have understood this. There are two major kinds of links. There's some more that recently Google also introduced some one more link type that is sponsored link. So we will talk about this also. Referrals from yourself. So if you are just mentioning on your website internal linking that okay, this is digital marketing agency, you're giving an anchor text, this will have less authority than somebody else is mentioning that this website is a digital marketing agency. Okay, so it's biased, like you are yourself giving one vote, but see, this will definitely help the internal linking, but the authority will not pass. It is good, but it is not as good as somebody else is giving you a backlink. No referral, no clear authority. So if you are not getting any link, the authority will not be. Let's say somebody is just putting your link, but it is not clickable. Just the text is there, but you cannot click and go to their website. So no clear authority for that. Internal linking, better crawlability for search engine bots. Whatever internal linking you are doing, the crawlability will be good. But the thing is, you will not get any authority. It will just help search engine bot to find your content on your website. So you need to internal link a lot. That is one thing that you can do for yourself if you are not getting any links from other people. Referral from irrelevant low quality sources. So what a lot of people are actually doing to make thousands of links, they will visit some random website linking referrals from other. So don't get any links from. What happened? Just happened now. So the thing is, don't get any links from all these spammy sites. Don't just keep posting everywhere where a lot of people are already posting, because this will give indication to Google that these links are not natural. You're not getting all these links from natural places. So this is one suggestion I will give you whenever you are trying to rank for SEO. Don't try to make a lot of links, try to make quality links. Okay. So yeah, sponsored links now. Uh, this is sponsoring is like newly introduced by Google. I think 3 or 4 months back, Google updated on their platform that they're introducing this sponsored link. So earlier only these two types of links were there, mainly which people were using. That is, uh, one is follow link, no follow link. Now there is one more, that is sponsored link, right? So in sponsored link, what it is that you are paying somebody to mention them on their blog. Let's say you are a startup reporter company. So startup stories, you write all those things, right? Now, if somebody is coming to you and you are charging them to mention them on your website, then this is a sponsored link. You are getting money to mention this person that okay, this person is doing this. Now, the value that your domain has won't transfer to his domain. He will only get the publicity if a lot of traffic is coming to your website, or if you have social media platforms where you can share their story. So only this part will be handled, but you won't share any authority of your website with this paper, because this is again going to be a no follow link. But over here you need to use sponsor, right? So it will come into the category of no follow. It's not a follow link, right? And there is one UGC, that is user generated content. So again, like in Facebook, if I am creating a post, if I am putting a status, if I am sharing in some groups, so that is user generated content, right? If I'm putting a link over there, so this you need to follow as a guideline. If a lot, let's say people are commenting on your blog, and yeah, they're putting a link over there in the blog, right? So you can put that in UGC, user generated content. Again, this will come in under the category of no following. Over here, we have uh, the examples of what all these links are. So see, uh, this is a Ashraf. This is your domain which you are going to mention, and this is the link text. So whatever link text you are mention over here, it will show as an anchor text on your blog or on your website. So I will just show you the example of this. So see, here are some links up there, right? So this is digital marketing agency in Bangalore, digital marketing consultant in Bangalore, and digital marketing agency. If you click over here, you can see at the bottom left, it's my URL, that is my homepage. It has digital marketing agency Bangalore link and it's digital marketing consultant Bangalore link. So these are the URLs, and these are all these are internal links. But if let's say I am giving a link to some other website, so over here, if I will mention that the same, the link where this link is will take, if you'll click over here. So over here you can see that, let's say if this is invincibleline.net digital marketing agency slash Bangalore. So I will put digital marketing, this link over here, and the text digital marketing agency in Bangalore in this place, text please. So this is going to be a follow link. So you don't need to mention that what kind of link it is. If you are not mentioning anything, it's going to be a follow link. But if it is the same thing over here, Ashraf, the link you are mentioning, rel, and in this quote, if you are mentioning no follow, then it's going to be no follow link. Over here, you need to provide the anchor text. If you are mentioning the same thing over here, sponsored, that means it's a sponsored link. So this is how you can categorize on your website. So if you are taking money to just put somebody's link, just mention it, it's sponsored link, right? But see, if somebody is paying you money, obviously what this guy will tell that I want some authority for my website. So you can manage according to yourself how you are going to do this. You are going to provide him a follow link or no follow link or sponsored link, right? Over here again, this is UGC, rel UGC. So these are the four kinds of links which are there for the search engine that you can use. No follow link will provide you, it will transfer you the link authority, the domain authority from the website from which you are getting a link. For all other links, this won't happen. But obviously, see, if it is no follow, follow, sponsored, UGC, whichever link it is, if you are getting all those links from different websites, obviously it will give signals that your website is important. That is why you are getting all these links, right? So if you're sharing your content on social media, but the link over there will be either UGC or no follow, right? But still, it will give social signals that your content is popular. You are getting clicks on your content if you are sharing it on social media. So this will give an idea to Google. Sorry. This will give an idea to Google that these links are important because people are liking it, people are sharing it, people are bookmarking them, people are visiting this website, people are engaging with the content, right? So this is how you are going to use them on your content. So whenever you're using it, just copy. I will already provide you because I've seen that in the previous lectures. I have not provided the links how to do it. I just shown you. So over here I have provided the links also. You will just directly use those links. The thing is that over here you need to mention the link that you are mentioning and the text. Here also, this is for follow, this is follow, no follow, sponsor, UGC. So I think this we have covered now. Yeah. So I think you must have understood whatever I was trying to explain over there. Now, link building, I've already told you, these are bots for internet. If you're getting a lot of links, that means a lot of people are voting you. And if you're getting links from authoritative websites, then these links will be more important. So if uh, any major website which has domain authority, let's say 80, obviously you are going to get a lot of authority exchange from this, not exchange, but transfer from this website. So inbound links, we have already talked about this. If we are getting some links from other people, right? Other people are mentioning your website, backlinks. This is the same thing. When we are getting a link for our website, that is called a backlink. External link, same. If you are providing a link on your website, that is going to be called like external link for you. You are providing an external link on your website or outbound link, you can see. So this is all link about link building. Now, there is one very important topic in SEO, that is how and what percentage will search engine will give to your content when they are trying to rank, when they are trying to evaluate your content. So a lot of marketeers, a lot of top SEOs around the world, they have been mentioning this EAT. This word is there, which they are mentioning constantly everywhere, because see, these people must be running a lot of experiments with, and they like Neil Patel, he directly works with Google, okay, to work on SEO and all those things. So these people understand, so they have divided this in this simple three-letter word, that is EAT. So expert, whatever content you are writing, if you are expert in this, if you're providing value to your user, to the reader, obviously you are going to improve your ranking based on that. Why? Because you are providing value through the knowledge, through whatever content you have produced on your website, through how useful your website is to the user. Authoritative. So let's say you have just started. You have, I will give you an example of one of my client. Okay, so this client approached me. It was a potential client. Currently, is my client. So this person approached me and told me that we have just started our website. We didn't have any website. We were using Google's local business website, but now we got to know that SEO will help us a lot in selling our products around the world. So I said, yeah, that is correct. So he told me how much time it will take for me to rank. So when I checked his website, the domain authority was one, the page authority was one. I told him it's at least because the competition of the keywords was also high. Okay, so he was competing in very niche. So and like very few manufacturers were there for this products, but the competition was super high. Okay, so I told him, see, it's going to take for all the keywords that you have mentioned, that you told me that you are trying to rank or you want to rank for. These are very niche keywords and the searches are not much, but the competition is high. A lot of competition is there, but the products are also costly, right? So that will uh, justify the ROI that we will get. So I told him it will take around 12 months to 15 months to rank his website. Now, this is the counter answer he gave me, that I have contacted a lot of freelancers and they are telling me that they will rank this particular keyword in 3 months. So let's say you are starting your digital marketing freelancing business or SEO, or you are providing your services to somebody in future after completing the course, you are just starting out. So if you are getting these kinds of questions, how you can reply, which like I replied, I told him, okay, first for 3 months you can give him the contract. If this person is not able to rank your keywords, then you can come to me, right? Because a lot of people just they want to take the projects and they don't think that how much time it will take, how much resources it's going to take to rank those keywords. If your competition is already ranking, they are in the market from let's say 10 years, 12 years, and they are constantly working on the SEO. How you are going to compete depends upon a lot of factors. So, because see, if I know that this keyword is going to rank in 8 to 10 months, obviously I will take the buffer time. I will tell him 12 to 14 months. So a buffer should be there when you are telling somebody. And let's say you have told him 12 to 14 months and you are ranking those keywords in just 7 or 8 months. Obviously, he's going to be happy, right? So, authority. If your website is new, you need a lot of content. You need a lot of links from top websites around the world in your niche. See, if the links you are getting are from your niche or the nearby, let's say mine is a digital marketing agency, and if I'm getting links from businesses, then it will definitely give boost to my ranking. Why? Because digital marketing connected with businesses. We are here to grow businesses, right? So if you are in yoga, you are getting links from, let's say, nutrition websites and all these places, fitness coaches. If you're getting links from them, obviously that is uh, good for you. So authority, you need to improve the authority. You need to increase the domain authority, page authority by getting links from authoritative websites. Trustworthiness, how much people trust you. So in this, uh, in this, uh, like if I want to summarize this, what is trustworthiness? Trustworthiness. What is trustworthiness? Okay. So if I want to summarize this, that what is the value of a brand? How much people trust you when they are coming to your website, how they are engaging, how they are interacting. If let's say once they have visited your website, are these people next time when they are trying to search for the similar kind of product or your products, are they looking for your brands or they are typing the brand name instead of the services that you are providing, the product you are providing? How much popular you are there on internet, on other social media platform, on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube? Are people mentioning your social media handles? Are you connecting with these people? So all these things matter. So this is how you build trust on the internet. So if you have good following, a lot of people engage with your content online, this will give signals that these people are trustworthy to these people. So this will also improve your SEO. So see, a lot of people talk about links, content, and all these things. But if you want to summarize, these are the three things. If you're expert, that means your content is good. Authoritative, a lot of people are voting you that your content is good. Trustworthiness, people are engaging with your content. They want to share with you. They are talking about you. That is trustworthiness. So if it is there, it will be easier for you to rank for any keyword that you want. Follow, no follow, we have already talked about this. Uh, if I will just mention no follow and so I will just remove it. We have already mentioned. Yeah. Now your link profile, quality of a link profile, your link profile, qualities of link profile. I think this is one point. Okay, leave it. So whatever links, whatever links you are trying to make for your website, whatever links you are getting from other people, what is the quality of these links? If you have made 10,000 links, okay, and the quality is not good, you won't be able to rank. And if some of your competitor, they are just getting 300 links, but the quality of these links are super high. These are from authoritative websites. These links are from blogs which people are managing by themselves. Obviously, this person will have higher authority transfer for their website. The link juices will definitely help him to boost his SEO. So what are these quality links? What are these uh, authoritative links? One is earned links or editorial paste. So let's say uh, I am a blogger, for an example. If I am writing blogs on my website about digital marketing, entrepreneurship, and business, hmm, if in my blogs, when I'm writing this, I'm mentioning you that this person is an expert in this, or this person started this business in this niche, and I am giving a backlink to you on my blog by myself. This is called an authoritative link. This will definitely provide a lot of value to your content. This will provide a lot of value so that you will be able to rank better. So these are, because see, over here you are not, if you want to create a link on my website, you won't be able to come to my website, just put some random copied content from somewhere and put multiple links over there. This is not going to happen because I manage my website. If you want a link from me, I'm going to put that link over there, whether it's sponsored, whether it's uh, like organic. If I really like your product, obviously I'm going to mention it on my website. Let's say uh, a company which newly launched and they have grown like massively in past few days. Okay, so now if you like the product, what you will do? You will mention that company on your website. If you are running an entrepreneurship blog, if you're running a startup reporting or stories blog, right? You will mention that company organically. So if you are already popular, a lot of people will mention you, and this will definitely boost your SEO. Good follow to no follow ratio. So when we are talking about follow and no follow links, you must have thought that okay, I will only get the follow links, right? I won't care about no follow links. But over here, the thing which you have to consider is that if you are getting all the links which are follow links, what Google will think that you are specifically trying to create follow links for your website. But if the ratio is like 70% follow links, 30% no follow, or 80% follow links, 20% no follow, now this will look natural, right? For an example, uh, you consider your life. Every day is not going to be the best day of your life, right? Someday you will feel sick. Someday you won't be able to uh, work properly. Someday your productivity will be super high. Let's say if I'm recording this video, I was trying to record this video from last 2 months, okay, and but my productivity was not good. I had to finish a lot of work. I was trying to start the work, but I was not able to because a lot of constraints, a lot of planning was not there. But now when I planned everything, now I'm able to do it like frequently, right? So I think in 1 week I will cover all these videos. I will record all the videos for this course. So uh, where we uh, good follow no follow ratio. Where were we? Good follow no follow ratio. Yeah. So we were talking about like and good ratio of follow and no follow links. So uh, you know that every day it's not going to be the same day. One day you are going to be super productive, another day you are just going to be feel sleepy. If I'm working all night on my projects, in the day I will be sleeping like hell. So This is, you need to understand, this is the natural way things happen, right? Every country is not going to be the best country. If you visit that country, you will find a lot of things which are not good about that particular country. If I'm sitting over here, and if I'm looking at some particular country, let's say Bhutan. So Bhutan can be the most peaceful country, and they are uh, considering the growth of a human like happiness index on the basis of happiness index, not the GDP and all those things. But this country won't be able to compete with major players around the world when it comes to economy, right? So some things are good in that country also, but some things need to uh, need some focus if they want to grow on financial level. Obviously, they must be good at a spiritual level, but on a financial level. But let's take an example of a capitalist country like USA. They are just focusing on the financial part. So they are destroying the nature the most. They're not able to protect their own nature, right? They are destroying the environment. They doesn't care about it. So it's not going to be all creamy. So what you need to do, maintain a good portfolio, follow and no follow links. The third point is links are relevant and from tropically similar website. What does that mean? This means that if you are from a yoga, uh, if you have a yoga center, if you have a fitness center, and if you are getting links from websites like uh, JCB manufacturers, people who are manufacturing big trucks, if you're getting links from these people, it won't be relevant for you. If you're getting from links from game manufacturers, the people who are manufacturing games, it won't be relevant for you, right? So keep in mind, because see, obviously you can get links. Let's say you have a client and you are taking their yoga sessions in their office. Obviously you can get a link. It's not like you cannot get a link, but most of the links which you will get will be from other yoga instructors who are running their own blogs or fitness products, mats. All these people will be mentioning your website, right? So while writing your content, you're not going to mention that uh, this machine or this game company. You're obviously going to mention that this yoga mat or this, even if you are mentioning the affiliate links on your website or promoting any person's product, you're going to mention the product which are there in your industry or around your industry. So keep this in mind. Most of the links that you should get are relevant to your industry. Either these links are outbound or inbound. Descriptive and relevant anchor text without being spammy. What does that mean? This is my anchor text. So if I'll click over here, I will go to this page, digital marketing agency in Bangalore. Okay, this is a descriptive. It is telling search engine that if you will go to this page, that means it is about digital marketing agency in Bangalore. But don't be spammy. If I will post this link everywhere and I will mention digital marketing agency in Bangalore, digital marketing agency in Bangalore, digital marketing agency in Bangalore, keep telling that. So if I will keep mentioning every single place or everybody is mentioning the same thing, what Google will think that these people are specifically creating all these backlinks to improve their ranking. These links are not organic. Let's say it's a inbound link you're getting from some place and you are making all these links. So what you can do is you can, if you just want to rank for this keyword, you will try using this keyword, this keyword, this keyword. But this is not a good way to do it. What you can do instead, let's say somebody is mentioning digital marketing agency in Bangalore. Somebody is mentioning best digital marketing agency in Bangalore. Somebody is mentioning best digital marketing uh, or marketing agency in Bangalore. Somebody mentioning digital marketing agency. That's it. Somebody is mentioning book a digital consultation call, right? Digital consultation call. So consultation call. So this can be a relevant link. It's not the exact link, or you can mention book a digital consultation call with digital marketing agency in Bangalore here. So if you are writing here over here, just put the link on here. Sometimes it shouldn't be like that. You are putting each and every single content. Uh, you're putting each and every single link on the anchor text with keyword, which is keyword rich. So it shouldn't be there always. You must have seen a lot of places where uh, people are just typing click here. On the here, you can click and you can go to the next website to get the link. It's not there in my content, but you must have seen, right? Or marketing goals, achieve your digital marketing goals. So let's say you are putting a link over here. So most of the time, what you have to do, whatever your main keyword is, try to build link around it. But sometimes you can just use here, click here, visit here. So all over there also you can put your link. This will give an idea to Google. Okay, all these links are coming natural to this page. So don't be spammy. Link sending. Qualified traffic to your website. So let's say somebody mentioned you on their blog and they have put a link over there, and all their blog visitors now visiting your website from that particular blog. This is the best way to tell Google that you are getting links from verified sites, good sites, sites which are relevant, which people are actually visiting to read their content. Because there are a lot of directories, a lot of websites will be there around the internet where you can just put your link and nobody is going to visit your website from those particular places, right? So if you are getting links from, uh, let's say, blogs which are in your industry, and these blogs are uh, very famous. And as soon as they are putting their blog on their social media, a lot of people are visiting your website also from those links on their blog. So that is going to be very relevant for you. Link building, don'ts and things to avoid. So this is what you don't have to do while doing link building. And these are things that you should avoid. Purchase links. Don't purchase links. So see, it's very difficult for search engine to actually find if you're purchasing links or not. But let's say a website is there who is putting uh, tens of hundreds of links a day on their website, okay, of different people. Now, Google will try to understand why all these people are mentioning, like, because their algorithm is so strong, they will get to know what is happening on their particular website. So if they will find out that all these are purchase links, these people are paying to get the link. So because the content will be there, you will write the content. If you want to get a backlink, please contact us. This is the price. So all these things can be there. So don't do it. Also, a lot of people will give you, see, obviously you can put that in a sponsored link if you are obviously getting it, but when it comes to purchase link, don't try to get links for people who are giving you thousands of backlinks for, let's say, $5, $10, okay, 500 rupees, 600 rupees. They will give you thousands of links. So if you think that link building is a very uh, time consuming thing, it will obviously reap you benefits in the long term. But if you are just to save time, if you are making all those links by giving someone $5 or $10, they will make so many spam links on your website. You will lose every authority that you have. Your site may vanish from the search engine also. You won't be able to do anything after that. So you need, then let's say you have 10,000 spam links on your website. Now what you will do? Now you need to remove links. For that, you if you have to, either you have to do yourself or you have to pay somebody to do it for you to remove links from your website, right? So don't purchase links. Don't contact websites which are creating 10,000 thousands of links per day on per day basis. Obviously, if a reputed source is there who is giving you original good link, let's say uh, this your story, they are mentioning all this startups every single day on their website. So this is a reputed source, right? People are visiting their website. These are reputed websites. So over there, if you're getting a link, even if you are paying thousands of rupees to them to just to mention you, the link quality will be better. Google understand that this blog, this website is good, right? So you need to understand these things. Link exchange and reciprocal linking. When you will try to create links on online directories, over there you will find that these people will say you or tell you that okay, if we are giving a link to you, what you have to do, provide us a link back on your website. Give us a link back. Don't do it. Also, let's say you have a SEO community, or if you are joining our community over there, you have made a group, okay? And but whenever you are writing a blog, you are telling all your friends, please give me a link back. When your friend is writing a blog, he is telling, please give me a link back. So all your community members are doing this for every single time. This is not going to work for you. Why? Because over here you are trying to manipulate search engine, right? So don't do it. Low quality directory links. So whenever you are creating a link, I have already shown you this plugin, right? Most toolbar. Use it, find out what is their domain authority. If it has more than 15 or 20, try to create a link. If your website is new, try to create a link over there. Check their spam score also. What is the spam score of this particular website? Is this website relevant to you or not? Is the website owner creating thousands of links or not? Or they are just maintaining quality content in their website? So keep this in mind while building links. Your links should always be earned or editorial. I think we have covered this. So if somebody is specifically mentioning you, that means they like you. That is why they are mentioning you, right? So if they are mentioning you in their blogs, these links are good. The links which come from authoritative pages, the pages which already have a very authoritative presence on the internet. If you're getting links from these pages, this is good for you. Increasing with time. Let's say you have created 500 links this month, but for the next 12 months, you are not creating any links. So let's say you have ranked some of the keywords in the last 6 months, but now you're not making new links on your website. The thing is that if you're not getting continuous link, the ranking will start dropping after some time because the competitors are working on making better content, making more links. So your your link strategy should be that it's continuously increasing, right? It will also give authority to Google or tell Google that your website is always there on the internet interacting with other people. So it should increase with time. Come from topically relevant source. I have already told you if it is relevant source that you are getting links from, this is the best thing you can do for your website. Natural anchor text. Every time don't use only the keywords. Let's say it's a digital marketing company. Every time don't use digital marketing company, digital marketing company. Sometimes can be digital agency, digital SEO agency, digital marketing company, digital marketing agency, digital marketing services. So all this anchor text or click here, click here to get digital marketing services. So all these things you can do, right? Apply now to make your anchor text look natural to Google. Bring quality traffic to your website. So see, this is a very debated uh, topic. A lot of people actually debate this, but let's say you have just uh, started a blog, okay, and blog, or let's say you have a product which is not ranking in Google, but if you will start running ads over there, because your Google Analytics is there on your website, your Facebook Pixel is there on your website. So as soon as you will start running ads, what data Google will get from those ads, that if a person is clicking on your ad, this person is visiting your website, and this person is actually interacting with the content. They are seeing all the content which is there, they're applying, they are going to next page. So even though if you don't have a lot of links on your website, your relevancy score will improve. So this is a debatable context. So a lot of people say that this is not how it works, but I have seen that if I am running some ads on my website, if I want to rank for some particular keywords, if I'm running ads, Google will get the idea that if a person will land on this website, the content is good, and we should consider ranking it. Obviously, you need to make backlinks, you need to work on your content, everything you need to do. But this will definitely help you to give you some extra data points for Google. So Google, if Google is getting some data points, obviously it will try to rank you for that particular thing. So bring traffic from paid sources, and this can help you rank better. Be a healthy mix of follow, no follow. I've already told you 70 to 80% follow. Apart from this, no follow. It should be there. If the ratio is good, this, then it's good for you. The link should be strategically targeted and normally earned, naturally earned. So all the things if you're getting naturally, people are mentioning you. So this will happen only if you are popular. If you're not popular, if you are networking with other people, if you're talking to other people in real world, or like you have people working with you, your clients and all these people. If you're getting links from all these people, then it's the best way to get links. And if these links are targeted, not irrelevant, if again and again I've explained, you have a yoga company and you are getting thousands of links from a video game company, it's not going to work out. Obviously, if you're let's say you are a digital marketing agency and you are working with only a specific niche, that is this video games company, then it can be good for you. That it will give an idea to Google also that this company is specifically working with these kind of companies. So you need to think before making a lot of links on your website. So this was that. Now we have discussed a lot of links, what kind of links, how not to make links. There are different kind of links that we have covered over here and all the ways you can make the links. Now, how to build high quality backlinks on your website. So find customers and partner links. So let's say you are selling something to you, to some people. Okay, what you can do, you can tell them to mention your website on their website, telling the world, telling their customers. Let's say you are a B2B company. So you can tell your customers to mention your website that we have bought this thing from you, or this is our partner, all these things, this is our distributor, this is our client, all these things you can mention. So this is a natural link that you will get from these people. So either you are a partner, you are a distributor, manufacturer, whoever it is, you can just mention it. Publish a blog. So a lot of websites are there on, see, all these topics which I'm covering, what you can do there. Let's say guest blog. So if guest blog is there, a lot of websites are already there on the internet, which will allow you, or in the SEO community also, uh, a lot of people will allow you to post your guest blog. So what you have to do, you have to write 1,000 words of content. Then you need to publish this content on some website which already has 30 domains, 30, 40, 50, 100. It's not going to be 100, but let's say till 80, because 100 is very less. Specific sites are there with 99 or 100 domain authority. So let's say from 30 to 80 domain authority is there for these websites, and you want to guest block for them. So just a lot of websites will provide you the opportunity to guest block. What they will need is that you are providing good quality content to them, and what they will give you, one or two backlinks these people will give you. So let's say guest website links. If you will just search it, see over here 150 cash block website links. Over here 300, over here 700. So what you have to do is you don't have to make 150 links, right? Because for 150 links, you cannot copy paste the same content on the website. You need to provide relevant and unique content. So let's say you have to select only 10 to 15 websites which are relevant, super relevant to you. And if you are seeing that, okay, the domain authority, these websites are good, the traffic these websites are getting is good, a lot of spam is not there on their website, check. Because see, if you will do your thorough research, then it will definitely help you, because you are creating content, you are investing so much of time in creating that content, so definitely it should help you, right? So the search guest blogs, whichever websites are, and you can also search, let's say you are in travel industry, so guest blog for travel. So see, 50 plus travel blogs that accept guest posts 2020. It is already there. So whichever niche you are in, just search, do your research, check their spam score. Most toolbar is already there. You can use it. It will show you spam score of that particular website, domain authority, page authority, everything you check, and then you submit a guest blog over there. A lot of requirements will be there. You need to read what are their requirements for submitting a guest blog. So you need to comply with all this requirement, then you need to submit a cash block and keep following with these people. If you are submitting cash block, it might take from 1 week to 1 month to publish it, but keep following, keep checking. Create unique resources. The content you are creating should be good. So let's say you have created a very wonderful content. Let's say if you are the content which I'm creating over here is video content. Okay. Now, if the content is good and if I'm optimizing it for SEO, there are chances that I will be able to rank in YouTube SEO, right? Same thing happens in Google SEO. So whatever content you will produce, if it is good, if it is relevant, if it is uh, unique, obviously it's going to rank in SEO. Also, let's say you have a unique content and you are not ranking anywhere, but if you are sharing this on your social media groups, on with your friends, what can happen is that other people will, if they will see that this content is relevant, they will bookmark it. They will, if they can share it. They can mention your blog or mention that particular article in their blog. So obviously, uh, this will help you. So if your content is good, this is definitely help you. Get involved in your local community. Whichever industry you are in, you need to involve in a community. As soon as currently you are learning, that is why I've created a community on Facebook. Obviously we have a community on YouTube also, but these two communities, we will try to flourish this community so that most of the people can get most out of this community. So when you're coming to this community, what will happen is that you will make a lot of connection with other people. What these people will do for you, they will try to give you guidance. Let's say you have a blog and you have a client. Now you want to publish a guest blog, and in the community, somebody already having, let's say your client is at uh, in this travel industry, and you are looking for some guest blogs which are there in travel industry. You could just search for people who have a blog in travel industry. You can publish their article, your guest blog on their website and mention your client's link. So this is what you can do. So you need to maintain a community, and whatever niche you are in, join these kind of groups. If you are in fitness industry, try to join the fitness groups. If you are in, let's say you're manufacturing something, join all kinds of manufacturing groups, right? This is what you can do to get backlinks from these people, because if you will increase your network, this is going to help you. Network, be personal and genuine. When you are building network, don't try to network with thousands of people in one go. Don't ever do it, because This is not going to be network. This will not call networking. It will call outreaching. You're outreaching to thousands of people or broadcasting. Okay. To try to network with people, make your strong network and then try to grow. Refurbish top content, video, slideshare, and images. So let's say you are visiting a website and the blog is good. What you can do, let's say, because yeah, I have created these many slides for this particular course. So now I have what I'm planning to do is that I have recorded these videos. Okay. So now the videos are over. Now what I will do, I will write a blog. What is SEO? In that blog, I will, whatever points are here, I will mention all these points. Right now, I have a blog. I have videos. I will also create a slideshare. I am just giving you an example that will take time. So whenever I will get time, I will create slideshare also. So these are slideshare is a like you can share slides like this on SlideShare. So I will upload this slide itself also over there. So SlideShare, I can upload this slide over there. And images or infographics. So let's say I will make a carousel for SEO for my Instagram, or I will make a infographic for my Pinterest, explaining everything which is here in SEO. So this is how you can refurbish your content. Now it will be discoverable everywhere. So let's say I have my shared 10 browsers on my Facebook, and over there I have linked my this link also over there. I have provided my link also. So obviously this will give an idea to the person after seeing the images. Okay, I've seen the images. Now if I want to deep dive into the course or learn more about SEO, I can just click on the link and get over there. So this is how you can, from one content, you could try to create multiple content. And this is one thing that very much needed for your marketing efforts, because if you have created one content that is like long form of content, so I've created this content which is long form of content, around 50 slides are there. Now from the same content, I can create multiple kinds of content for my audience, multiple types of content for my audience, right? This is how I can diversify my content. So just to tell this one line, which I've just explained you, try to create one long form of content and then try to diversify it. A lot of people, a lot of marketeers on the internet, they will charge you 5 to 10,000 rupees just to tell you this. So this is very important if you want to grow on multiple fronts. Be newsworthy. What does that mean? If whatever you are providing is innovative, if whatever product you have built is unique, if whatever services you are providing are exceptional, then you can get interviewed by news websites, journalists, get post your interviews over there, try to connect with all these people. So let's say you're working for some company which is a new startup, okay, and they are building something very unique. So I was just researching in Startup India 2020, the government has organized some events, and over there, one company was there which is actually building uh, some this eco-friendly cells. So currently the cells we are using, these are not eco-friendly. So let's say if after use, you have thrown this cells somewhere in the landfill. So there are problems can create. They can damage your environment, the soil. Also, you must have seen a lot of cases of fires and all this thing. But these cells are eco-friendly and they have more capacity. They are more uh, the energy uh, the energy output of these cells are better than the conventional cells, and these are like made from natural things. So I will just check. I forgot all the news, but I've seen this on the internet. I think These cells are made from some uh, natural cell. Actually, batteries, I will check. There's some natural battery technology is there from Jaipur, Rajasthan. So I think this was a company or some other company. I forgot which company was that, but they are building all these cells from natural resources. So now, if you are a part of this company, you are working for, let's say, this company as a digital marketer, as a SEO. What you can do, you can approach other websites to tell them that we are innovative, we are building this product. So can you mention us on your website? You can contact with other people. So if you are getting the mentions, definitely you can rank for, if you are trying to rank for keywords, you can try to rank for those keywords. Other types are blog commenting. So if you are visiting some blogs that is relevant to your industry, under that blog section, you will get a section. Under those blogs, you will get a section that is where you can actually comment. So if you're commenting over there, you can get a backlink from there also. So nowadays, a lot of people, they are actually making a no follow. So obviously you'll get no follow most of the time of user generated content. So over here, see, you can write a comment, then your name, your email address, and your website. So if you put your website and the person is approving your comment on their website, then you can get a backlink from here also. So these are like some tricks that you can use for making backlinks. It works in 2020 also, but now the way it used to work 5 years ago, it's not working like this nowadays. Testimonials, again, if one of your client is there, you can just tell him to put a testimonial on their website that, okay, this person has done this for me, this person is doing this for me. So yeah, partnership, your partners links are all the things you can do. Affiliate marketers. So let's say you have created a product, and the product does something that you can sell by other like by telling other people, or you can make distributory partners of yours, or distributors, or say this channel partners. So what you can do, you can, if these people have their websites, because see, when you will try to make channel partners or affiliate marketers link or network, you must be looking for their network. If they already have a lot of people with joined with them, right? So if they already have people, they already have a website, you can tell them to put your website link to the product link on their website. You can give them a this affiliate link. So if somebody is buying from their link, obviously you will get a commission. This person will get a commission. So you can track also that, okay, this many people are buying from this particular link, how much commission I should give. But on the same thing, the more number of links you're getting from all these affiliate marketers, because the link will be to your website, right? Your domain authority will increase because the number of people who are mentioning you is huge. So this is also one technique that you can use, PDF sharing. Again, the same way I have shown you this guest blog, you can search for PDF sharing websites. A lot of websites are there. PDF sharing websites. A lot of websites are there. So let's say if I'm downloading this as a PDF, this whole presentation, a lot of links are there. I can mention all my links. I can put anchor text, everything I can do over here. And then I can upload my shared slide issue, Scribd, Tulu, Mediafire. All these websites are there. And if I'm uploading my PDFs over here, I will get a lot of backlinks from these uh, places, collaborations. Collaborate with other people who are in your industry, who are related to your industry. These are the best ways to make links. Also, social profiles. So social media profiles that you are creating, you will also get links from there. And some user profiles on different websites where you can put a link of yours. So user profiles on a lot of websites you can do. These websites should be relevant again. If it is not relevant, it's of no use. Then directories. Local directories. Again, you can search for local directories in your city, in your country. And see, best way is to guest blog, these collaborations, getting from media coverage, mm, networking with other people. These are the best ways. But you can try all the things also. Blog commenting, plus, but don't overdo this, all the things. Testimonials is also good. Affiliate marketer, this is also good. PDF sharing is good. Collaboration, social media profile, obviously this will give you no follow links, but this is good. User profiles you can create. Local directories, you can do it for, do it also. But focus on quality. Check domain authority, page authority, how many links are there on that particular website, what is the spam score, if this person is genuine, if they are letting only genuine people on their website, all the content is good on their website. So all these things you need to check. For this, yeah, you can see, you can check this also. If you just check this backlink list, you will get a lot of, but always check, visit every single website, check the quality of that particular website, because you will find a lot of backlinks if you just search like this. Now I want to show you one thing also, backlink creator. So see, all these places where it is written free backlink generator, 20 plus backlinks, backlink generator. Don't try to make backlinks with this. Never. Don't ever try to make this free automatic backlink generator, because they will try to create spammy links, the broken links, and all the things which are there on the internet, and you should not want these links on your website. So never try to do this. this will definitely ruin your SEO. So yeah, I think we have covered each and every single thing. And how you are going to create backlinks, you will get uh, like if it is blog commenting, you can just visit over there, comment something good and natural over there, and you can get the backlink. If it is somebody is mentioning you, obviously you are directly going to get the backlink. The blog post, you need to write a good quality blog post, at least 1,000 words. Then you have to submit it. Then you have to follow up and all the things you need to do. Or you need to network with people who are in your industry and tell them that, okay, we have created this content which is super good. Please mention this content on your website. So all the things you can do, and you can try to get testimonials from your clients and all those people, your partner links, all the things you can do, and try to get backlinks from all these places. Now, measuring and improving your links for total number of links. So this is one important aspect of your link building. So you need to measure how many links I'm getting on everyday basis. For this, you can use Moz toolbar. Just click on the link analysis, how many links are there on the website, and it will show you how many links you're getting on per day basis, on monthly basis, whichever links they have discovered. So it will show you over there the total number of links. And if the link profile is increasing, that is good. If it is decreasing, you need to make new links. Beyond links. So what is beyond links? How awareness, amplification, and sentiment impact authority, social shares, and bookmarks. We have already talked about this. Social sharing is good for your SEO. If people are bookmarking, also I've shown you if you are visiting Facebook, if you are clicking on the top three dots on the right hand side of any post, you can actually bookmark every single thing which you are seeing over there. So if people are bookmarking your content, if people are bookmarking your links, then it's a good sign that it will give signals to search engine that okay, this content is liked by people. People are visiting this content, they are bookmarking it, they are liking it, they are commenting it. Obviously, this is going to help you in ranking better in SEO. So, how much awareness is there about your content? If you are, let's say you have just created the content, and if nobody knows about it, then what's the point, right? So you need to share the content for your audience. Amplification, how if people are seeing your content, are they sharing it with other people? Are they bookmarking it? Are they sharing in their group? Let's say you have written a blog of 10 best trekking places in Bangalore. If I have a trekking community and we are going trekking every single week, what I will do, I will search on Google, or I will, if I have checked this blog on internet, I will copy that link. I will share it with my community on my WhatsApp group everywhere. Why? Because this is relevant for me. So this is how you can amplify that by writing good content. And sentiments impact authority, how people are reacting to your content, if they are engaging with your content. So if your content is funny, definitely people are going to like it, share it, or whatever they will do. If it is important, if it is unique, obviously again are trying to share it. If it is, let's say, if it is a news and the news is, it's not a very good news. Okay, let's say so many people are dying because of COVID. Okay, so over here, if this news is not good, what people do, they will try to express their sentiments in a very negative or low way, right? So over here, you are actually amplifying on this people's sentiment, whatever sentiments they are. So they will try to express their sentiment in the comment section or by sharing it with their people, all these things. So you need to capture the sentiments of the people. If you're capturing the sentiments, it's again social shares, people are sharing bookmarks, people are bookmarking. So this is all about link building, how you're going to build the links for your website, improve its authority, improve the social shares, improve the bookmarking, encourage people to bookmark. So if you are liking, I will put all these videos in a this playlist. So you can bookmark the playlist also. Just click on save bookmark. You can bookmark this in your playlist. So make a playlist of digital marketing, bookmark this. This is definitely going to give YouTube and Google an indication that these videos are important, right? So bookmark the playlist, bookmark the video, whichever video you are liking, please do it. So I think we have covered everything in this video uh, about bookmarking, not bookmarking, about link building, how we are going to build the links for you, how link building works, how it is going to affect your SEO. So all these things we have covered in this video. If you've liked this video, please hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, if you want me to improve, please dislike and let me know how I can improve the video. Uh, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I will see you in the next video. Next video is going to be very small because we have already covered the topic in our previous videos. So till then, bye bye. Keep growing, keep enjoying.